Welcome into another episode of Morning Edition. Julian Sador, Jason Harper, Andy Satowski, and guys, drum roll, please. We have Miguel Vargas, Director of Entertainment for your Carolina Panthers, joining us today because it's a really good topic, guys. The Panthers vibes are great right now.
Yes,
and like I don't know, should we be excited? Is this real? Is this happening? Guys, what do you think?
I'm afraid to get hurt again.
Yes.
But I'm ready to get hurt again.
Listen, you don't be gun shy. Just go all in. You're either all in as a fan and you're excited, or y'all, it's like the hokey pokey. Put your left foot in, shake it all about, put your whole body in, because if you're half in, you're going to get your heart crushed.
Right.
That's just how sports go.
Yes.
It's still entertainment, people.
Oh,
yes. These are incredible athletes, but they're not rocket surgeons. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it's a rocket surgeon.
My uncle always says it's not rocket surgery. Whatever.
I like it.
So, Miguel, we're bringing you in. You are the director of entertainment.
Yeah.
And so how do you answer that question that Julian is posing?
I agree. Don't be a fair weather fan. Like, sports is going to break your heart. It's also going to just bring you the joy of victory, right? What is that? Joy of victory, agony of defeat.
Yeah.
But be with your team. Be all in,
Right.
and be with them.
That's right. Even when they're down.
even when
It's going to happen.
it's going to happen.
It happens to everybody.
It does.
It does.
Yes.
Vibes are high right now. The Panthers are playing incredibly well. In fact, I think we have some sound from inside the locker room here. Let me cue it up and let's take a listen.
Smell it. Smells like a locker room.
To this.
Look at that.
Listen. Hey, this is your team. I tried to mess it up for you a couple times, but you wouldn't let it happen. Okay? It didn't matter. You just kept playing ball. You just went to the next series, guys. We had some trashy stuff in there, didn't we?
I love that.
I love it so much.
Beautiful stuff happened. Okay. Bryce Young. 31 to 45.
Say it.
448.
Say it.
In the back.
40, okay. Can we talk about Bryce Young? 448. Look, everybody wants to root for Bryce, right? And to see that perform, Miguel, what is the excitement like inside there when Bryce is going for 448, looking like a dog?
Oh my gosh.
That was at the Georgia Dome, too.
Right. Oh, nice. We brought it to him.
Yep.
Took it down 85 and just brought it all year. That's right. They came here. We smacked him. We went down there. We did the same.
Right.
He took the dirty bird.
Bird hunting.
Listen, Coach, I want to run through a wall for that guy after that speech.
Absolutely,
Right?
yeah.
He was honest, right? He admitted some faults, but he's like, we stayed together as a team and we brought it. And that's really what this team is about. Just fighting together as a team and finding a way to win them.
Keep pounding you.
And I think we can all relate to what Coach said, Miguel. You know, when he says it was a little bit trashy, right? A little bit dirty,
trash,
but there was some beauty in there. Like, we can all relate to that, right? Because most everything we do, create, our own lives can be kind of messy and all that kind of stuff. But in the end, you got to find the beauty in it. And what an incredible performance. And it has to be easier. When you're the director of entertainment, of course, if you have not been to an NFL game, especially here in Charlotte to see the Carolina Panthers, everything that happens when the players are not playing, you pretty much are in charge of that guy.
What a
right
fun
there.
job.
Yeah, well, I'm part of a big team, right?
You are. That's true. You are.
Yeah, there's Thomas up in the control room. He's doing all the ribbons and everything like that. What I like to say is my group, we control all the things that on the ground. So boots on the ground. So the cheerleaders, the drum line, the black and blue crew tossing out the free shirts and holding up the signs and getting the crowds going. Sir Purr, our mascot, halftime. Everything like that it falls under my group, and I have a really great team. And we work tirelessly to try to put on a great show every single time. So when you come, regardless of win or loss, you leave going, man, I had a great time. That's really our entire focus.
Miguel, for entertainment outside of what you do, I think you've gotten a lot of help from guys like Carolina Mike, who have gone viral.
Ooh,
you guys had Keegan-Michael Key to the team after Rico did his best Hingle McCringleberry on the field. I mean, how cool is that we're talking about Carolina Mike and Keegan-Michael Key talking to the team, making a donation to Rico's whole entire charity?
Oh, cool is that? Yeah, I mean, there's excitement and relevancy. And I mean, as I doom scroll, just like my wife, right, and just like everybody else, you see a lot of positive comments out there from fans, from celebrities, and going, are they for real? Because I'm on this train. You know, Jace too is going, get on the train. I've done told you. And it's just, you constantly see it. And that's exciting, right? It's exciting to be part of this team. And we're fighting, right? Nothing is being handed to this team. They're out there fighting every day. And it's exciting to watch and just to build this foundation. And you hear Coach talk about it all the time. We're building the foundation for greater things.
You know, going back to what Annie was saying right off the top of the segment about, being all in as a fan.
Yeah.
She would be all in as a fan. How hard is that for you to try to entertain a stadium of tens of thousands when you have people that are half-heartedly a fan? Fair weather fan.
It's a fair question. And I'll be honest, it doesn't matter to me. My job is to try to entertain them. Every game is a new game and a new opportunity to try to entertain the fans and try to get them out there, get them off their feet, get them off their behinds and stand up, get them on their feet.
Yeah, on their feet.
Then once they're on their feet, let's get them off their feet, right? There we go. That's our job. Like, I can't worry about what the football team does. You know, all we can try to do is just try to engage with this crowd and find something that will spark their energy and get them behind us.
Yeah.
Okay, so spark.
Yes.
You know, cinnamon would also be to light.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
That's a
We're
segue.
talking about some
Segue.
cookie.
He's
cooking.
You want to believe?
He's cooking.
Okay.
The oven's turning up.
And
Smell
so
it.
tonight we have something where you're going to light and help people believe and maybe meet the jolly old Saint Nick himself. Miguel,
Yes.
could you light up for us as well to talk about what's going on?
Look at that, would you?
It's
Look at that.
beautiful.
What do we have going on?
We should have done a
It's
countdown.
beautiful.
Read it
Lord.
again.
Missed opportunities.
All right, let's go back to one. All right.
Let's go. Let's start over.
Start over.
Are we ready for
All
the
right,
countdown?
Three.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, part of live entertainment is what we do. Be flexible. I tell my team all the time. Be flexible.
Listen,
was good.
the Carolina Panthers Christmas tree lighting is tonight in Uptown. And I know the anticipation I feel as a dad responsible for the trees in our house. When you get everyone around, you expect, this takes me back to Christmas vacation,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, when you got Clark Griswold and everyone's anticipating and you flip the switch, this is a massive spruce, I think, that you guys are lighting up tonight from Western North
spruce.
Carolina, right?
England, yeah.
50 feet tall.
Did you guys all just hold your breath when the countdown, when you finally get to 3, 2, 1?
Every single year.
Oh, yeah. Without fail.
I'm sweating
have-
thinking about it.
Utmost faith in the people that put the lights up. I have the utmost faith in our electricians that wire it all up.
That's a lot of
Every
electricity.
single time, it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're like, just
Just
it lights
turn on.
up.
You're like, little baby Jesus, I know you haven't been born yet, but please go ahead and
Little 6 to 8
ounce, baby.
Yes. And it's
fun.
but it lights. It's a spectacular sight. 40,000 lights. I was saying I maybe have 20 on here.
Yeah.
This thing, 50 feet tall, Norway spruce from Newland, 40,000 lights.
And you get to go on the concourse afterwards.
Yep.
There's so many events. So it's not just you watch the tree light up and then you say like adios. Like you can go and like meet Santa and have some hot cocoa.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Letters to Santa.
Yes.
Santa, normal.
You know, one of the things that I love about what you do in and out, especially this time of year, is there are so many people in Charlotte that are not from Charlotte. Okay, so they didn't grow up maybe Panthers fans.
Right.
Some of those are just kind of already grandfathered into the program, right?
Sure.
But look at everyone sitting here at this table. None of us are from Charlotte. And so you got what's your not Packers? What's your go-to team, Annie?
I didn't have
for
a team
NFL.
growing up. I was
Who's
Packers.
teamless?
I was
See? Okay.
You're teamless, so now you're Panthers.
She came from like the arena.
Now I'm a
Welcome.
Panthers fan. I was a Packers fan growing up for no particular reason whatsoever.
I know. Yeah, we did. On Lambeau.
All right.
At Lambeau.
Not anymore. I'm a Panthers fan. My husband's
See?
a big Lions fan, though, so I
Convert.
root for them.
Convert. You got a Redskin fan over there with Julian.
Commanders.
Right?
Yep,
And
yep.
so you got Commanders. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Not Washington Redskins. Commanders. I grew up Falcon fan. Clearly this year, I got to divide it. Got to divide it.
Two times.
You got a lot of converts. So you're also working on that, trying to do that. And I feel like it's really successful, regardless of what the record year to year shows.
Yeah, and I'm also not from here. And when I grew up, I'm from Los Angeles. I grew up a Rams fan.
Okay.
Beating them in a couple weeks.
That's right.
And they left, and then I was teamless. And once I moved here, it was a natural fit, and so I'm excited.
Kind of in the same vein of that, with the tree lighting tonight.
Yeah.
And Miguel, obviously, I don't think we said it publicly. Maybe we said it when we had you on air during training camp. But congratulations on the newborn. This is going to be the first
thank
Thanksgiving
you.
for you,
Yeah.
Baby Charlotte.
baby. So
I love that.
Yeah.
when you create these moments for families when they come out and watch this 50-foot Norway spruce go up in lights, and they get to see that or go to their first Panthers game. Do you feel like a responsibility for creating that? Like, I'm giving a kid their first experience at a pro football event or at Bank of America Stadium for the tree lighting, and I've got a lifelong fan because I still remember those sporting events with my dad. You get a chance to create that for kids each and every day.
Well, if I didn't, I sure do now.
No pressure. No pressure.
Thanks for that.
You better make it good.
Really have someone's childhood in your hands.
No, when I was a performer, my whole job was to entertain the crowd, but really all I'd try to do was entertain myself, and it came out. Now that I'm overseeing the entertainers, my job is to make sure that they go out and perform and do a great job. But regardless of if you're day one Panthers fan or day one football fan, if you come to one of our games, I want you to have a good time. Before you come in, we're out there. When you come in, we want to entertain you. And when you leave, hopefully we got a W and you leave and you have had a great time. But I'm a father now, right? So I'm a father of 3, and I want them to be able to come to a nice, fun family environment and enjoy it and have a great time. And, you know, my kids have come to the games, and I think they're watching more the entertainment than the football at this point, right? They're only 4 and 6, my boys. So when they leave, I go, what was your favorite part? And they're like, the people that jumped out of the sky.
You're like,
right?
yeah,
And you're like,
that's
great,
hard to beat.
I'll take it.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's
I
awesome.
love that. Listen, we're almost out of time, Miguel. If we have just enough time to hop in the Wayback Machine,
Yes.
to when you were a performer,
Yes.
what was it?
Yeah.
What were you performing?
Oh,
I'm curious.
I was the mascot for the New Jersey Nets for 10 years. Check it out. What? Unmasked.
Facts about
Here it
Miguel.
Is there stuff on the YouTubes that we can research?
There is.
Is there really?
There is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What?
What was the craziest thing you did?
I did a flip through fire.
Ooh, what? That's exciting.
And did a front flip dunk. That was probably my favorite. The most nerve wracking was
Dunk.
I had a giant inflatable blimp that we lowered on the court, and I had to jump over it. And they said, "Don't hit it, because if it hits the ground, you'll break the propellers, and then we won't get it off the court, and it'll postpone the game." So that was pressure,
A little bit.
And then once it landed, I couldn't see the rim, so I just went in blind. And thankfully, I went over, I made it, and I celebrated like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
That is a fun
I
story.
can't wait to track some of this footage down. What's the nickname of the mascot?
It was Sly the Silver Fox. It no longer exists because
Okay.
they moved to
Okay.
Brooklyn, but
Oh yeah.
so it was
This
very
is
near
great.
to my heart. Yeah, good times.
Thanks for hopping.
I think Miguel's going to have to come back and talk about the
I
mascot
think
stuff with
so,
us.
I think that's a whole nother
Listen,
episode.
Well,
don't
look,
tempt me with a good time.
there we go. Well, there is a 50-foot Norway spruce calling your name. Guys, again, Miguel Vargas. We'll be back with more Morning Edition right after this, guys.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, we're back with more Morning Edition. Miguel Vargas swapped out for meteorologist Ted Fayton there. Quick little QB1 to QB2. I don't know if Ted's a backup. You know what? Not important who's a starter, who's a backup. They're all starters in our book.
At least I'm in the game.
Free timeout.
In the
You are
game.
in the game.
Injury timeout. This is something we were talking about on air, and this is the beauty of the podcast is we get to talk about things that, you know, we talk about during commercial breaks. And I brought it up to the crew. You ever been sitting on your phone and you start doom scrolling and you are having a perfectly good day? Mood's good, everything's good. And you just kind of get caught up scrolling and you get something that maybe makes you feel uncomfortable, increases your anxiety. And next thing you know, your mood's been changed all because you were scrolling on social media and think, man, had I just not gotten on my dang phone, I'd feel fine. Have you guys experienced this?
Yes.
100%.
I think we all have. And that's why they call it doom scrolling, right?
Oh, because it leads to doom.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does lead to doom. I think specifically, right, there's algorithms. So it's kind of whatever you're interested in, they're just going to keep pushing that for you, towards you.
Constant dopamine.
Constant, but it can be bad too. So you look up, you know, I joked with my neighbors who were new moms with me, and I entered a fresh new HE double hockey sticks of social media of like mom guilt and like all the things that you have to be doing with your babies and all this stuff. And so for a while, like our daughter did not sleep well for like the first 8 months of her life, and it really had an impact on my mental health. But because I looked at like one thing about like, how do I get my baby to sleep? That's all the algorithm would push at me. And then it just made me feel even worse about the situation. So I had to check myself with that. But it's usually something with parenting right now of like, it pops up of, oh, these are things that you should do, or this is what you should, your feeding schedule should be like for different foods. And I caught myself the other day being like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing that. There's something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. And then I was like, wait a second. you were feeling fine, just like you said, like you were having a great day, and now you're feeling like a terrible person or like you're not doing the right things. So 100%. And then for me, I also just feel if I spend too much time on my phone, I can physically feel my brain turning into mush. Or my eyes fixated. Yeah. Like I don't know how to explain it. I can physically feel like something change in my head, and that's when I know like all right, let's go do something else. As hard as it is. But yeah, it's a real thing. Good question, Julian.
I like that. Teddy, what about for you?
I mean, absolutely. Actually, in the mornings, I have a rule that I do my best not to check my phone in the morning. There's some mornings where I might cheat a little bit, but for the first hour of the day to hour and a half, especially on the weekend, you don't hear from me. And I don't go on the phone. I don't go on social media. And I would even extend it, not just social media, but text messages, emails. It was imparted upon me, this wisdom said that the best kept lawns and the most beautiful gardens all have fences around them. You need to set boundaries. So for that, I set those boundaries when it comes to whether it's social media, other people's problems, other things happening in the world from infiltrating my mind early in the morning. Now, midday, I get caught. My flank's down. My flank's not covered. I'm like, oh no, I'm caught. But for the most part, in the mornings is my sacred time. It's my quiet time. I wake up before the family, and especially when I come in for work, definitely up before the family then. But yeah, I don't check my phone at the very least until I've been up for about an hour or so.
I like that.
It's interesting. You were just talking about having the fence, kind of the guardrails. I just wrote that down right before you said that, Ted, and it's the same thing for me. I know I can easily be addicted to doom scrolling, right? Even if I go in with the intention of I'm looking up a recipe, I'm looking up a place where I want to take my kids to travel. Even if I only want to be on there, let's say 5 minutes max. A lot of times 30 minutes, an hour will have gone by. And even if I'm not getting out of that and I'm depressed by something I saw, I'm kind of upset, kicking myself, going, oh my gosh, I did it again. Right. I didn't want to do that. And I can find myself, there's that saying, comparison is the thief of joy. You can go in with all the good intentions of whatever the reason maybe you're on to post. Maybe you just want to laugh at some TikTok videos or cats or whatever the thing is, but you can quickly start comparing yourself. I could be a better mom if I did these 12 things like this mom did, or this guy's working out like this, or this guy has better equipment than I have. Whatever the thing, it's so easy to fall into that trap. And so I've had to put some guardrails up, and I know for myself, and I don't follow these all the time, but number one is no matter when I come out of it, right, is try not to compare myself to anyone else, right? I am my only person, and I don't have everything that the other person has. I don't know their full story. And then number two, when you exit, right, when you come out of this, you have to find something to be grateful for. You gotta hit gratitude.
I like
because you will come out, Annie. You will come out depressed maybe, or comparing yourself to another mom, feeling shameful for, I only did 8 things for Maddie. I could have done 12, or I could have been a better mom, or I could have done these things. Step back and go, okay, social media, close, put it down. What's at least one thing? I feel good about myself. I am a good mom. I'm grateful for the time that I got to spend with her last night, or whatever it is, And so I have to remind myself those things. It's just social media, and I got to let it go.
Do you guys think that before social media, before we were all addicted to our phones, do you think that people were generally happier, less anxious when they didn't have this stimulus like right here in their hands to go to it? I don't remember I'm trying to think back to as a kid, like, I don't know that things made me as upset or I was as easily worked up. It's like, what I just saw on my phone? Like, we didn't have that. You saw something on TV, commercial breaks, and then during commercial breaks, you were talking to your friends or to your family. Like we had more, I guess, quiet, and we filled that with more positive things, I feel like.
Yeah, I think
human interaction.
Yeah, research and statistics would back that up, Julian. I think numbers have shown an increase in the depression. I think one of my favorite jokes by Chris Rock is where he said how, like, you would miss your spouse all day. You wouldn't hear from them all day.
Yeah,
you come home like, baby, what'd I miss?
Right.
It was legit.
How was your day? And you didn't know everything because you got text messages nonstop.
Yeah. It's like, what'd you have for dinner? Actually, I saw your IG story. I know what you had for dinner. Or I know what you had for lunch. At least you got to miss each other. So, yeah, I think so, Julian.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wow. Very good. And
By the way, don't forget to continue streaming Queen City News Plus.
don't get this one up. Yeah, don't get this one up.
This one up because we bring you lots of positivity and really
do.
deep things like that with Ted's advice for the morning and Jason with his guardrails and positive affirmations. I love it. Keep streaming.
You know what? I think it's impossible to say that, anybody's going to completely unplug. Like, you can unplug for a little bit, a week, a month. You said it like a goal. I know we're not that far from New Year's resolutions, but I think a better way, kind of like Harp said, the guardrails and Ted said too, but also let's try to be more selective with what you watch. When you know you're going down a pull yourself out. You've talked about enough where you know when you're going down that rabbit hole. Be selective. Watch something that's going to make you feel good.
Yeah.
And if it's not making you feel good, just swipe.
And if I
It's
may,
not easy.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
And
Ted.
if I may.
You may.
turn the notifications off. Turn them off.
Yeah.
Just turn them off.
Yeah.
Check on your own time.
Yeah.
Oh, on your own time.
I like that.
There it is. Speaking of your own time, we got a break. We'll be back with a morning edition right after this.
Welcome back to Morning Edition. We were just talking about doom scrolling and how to just suck ourselves right out of that so we can protect our minds. So on the complete opposite end of that, the school district in Utah, they're like, get on your phone. Get it. They launched influencer classes in school. I can hear everyone being like, oh, stupid influencers.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a real job. Okay, wherever you feel on that, that's a whole other segment of whether or not you think that is a real job. But this is really interesting because I think that if you talk to a lot of young people and you ask them what they want to be when they grow up or what they're interested in, the youths, what you want to pursue for a career, a lot of them are like, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be an influencer, blah, blah, blah. It's actually very hard. You can't just Ted, you know this. It's very hard to go viral. It's hard to do a lot of things and then continue to do that and actually make money. So they started these classes. It's in 9 different schools in Utah, but they teach them about marketing, how analytics work, what kind of account would you make, and who would your followers be. They also do hit on, safety online, obviously, with young people and the mental health aspect that we just talked about of, comparison and all these other things. So, do we think that this is, I'm sure it's an elective, it's not required. But would you, Jason, you have daughters and, I don't know how I would feel many years down the road if MJ wanted to take an influencer class.
So we have 4 daughters, half of our girls, that would be 2 of them. This is what they want to do.
Quick math.
Quick math. I'm good at fractions. I was good at fractions. Got 4 halves. Okay. And I said I didn't like numbers. So here's the deal: is we have friends in our family, extended family, that one is successful in the social media world, one is not. But they both are putting on the surface, they're putting everything in it, right? This is what they're chasing after. I'm okay with the girls doing it if they see both sides of it. If you're going to go in, you have to treat it like a business. You have to put the time in, schedule your day as if you're at work, and or this is your side hustle. If you have a job, you got to make money, girls. I don't care what it is. But I think the safety aspect is important. And again, Annie, like you said, Ted, you know about this as well because you spend a lot of time doing this as a business. I'm all for it if they are if they're treating this like a business, a brand, and they're not just like, I just want a bunch of followers. It's surfacey. I want to be, rich and viral on YouTube. It doesn't always last. So I want there to be depth and intention with it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, though.
I agree. I think I like the concept because much like how a lot of kids see the surface level, they say, I want to do X. You mentioned, Annie, the marketing aspect of it, the scripting aspect of the research, the analytics, the hook research, and then the change of the algorithms. There are so many things that goes into being a successful influencer that this class could open up really the doors and open up the curtains of what happens behind the scenes because we see the end product. We see that quick 30-second video and we're like, oh my gosh, that was great. And they got paid to do that. I want to do that. What they don't see is that 30-second video could have taken 20 hours from the ideation to the filming, the content, the research, and everything else. Could have been 20 hours to make that 30-second video. I do think that's going to be eye-opening for people who don't know the depth of which this all goes to.
Can't just make a tiki talk
Exactly.
dance and,
Yeah.
and call it a day.
And just to the other point, why I do like it is because I think it's going in the direction of where the world is going. They show how people are more likely to buy from someone that they trust. So that's why the influencer market has been ramping up.
No, Ted, I agree for all those same reasons because it teaches them that it's a business. And speaking of business, we have ads to play, we have times to hit, and we are out of time for Morning Edition. So with that, we'll wrap things up, and we'll catch you next time. As always, you can catch us Monday through Friday, 4 to 10 a.m., and then on your Queen City News Plus app for Morning Edition. We'll catch you next time.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.